Good morning, chat. How are we doing? Killer Sven, hello. 45MS, Fox Phoenix, Linky, Brain and Jar. What is good? What is good? What is good? How are you doing over there? Where's my YouTube chat gone? I'm a big boy. AMR Ali. Hello. What's good? How's it going? I'm gonna pick myself up first. There. And Rat. Hello, hello. So first things first today is to pick up a Scarf's Grimoire. And that leaves me with a single talisman slot left to fill on this entire profile. Which is that will get filled when 1 minute. Yeah, I gotta lock in to type, alright? My brain don't work that good. But that'll get filled when winter comes around and I can get a frozen chicken. Can you spend money on Jacobus? Yeah, but except this is a profile where my goal is to actually get to a certain amount of money, or to buy a certain item. And so throwing money at Jacobus that I can't get back, in my mind isn't a very good idea. Hi Luna. Spent some coins on the new profile very wisely. What did you do? Thought I'd be first here? No. Bruce's voice scared me. That's fair enough. I do have an absolutely terrifying voice. Just... Huh? Alright. Sure. It's like one thing super quick. 1 sec. Oh yeah, chat. I downloaded a sneak mod last night, so I'm no longer squatting so deep. We've got a normal sized squat nowadays. Oh, I forgot to download the PV though. Right, what did you get? Can't be that. What did you acquire? I gotta assume it's the Warden helmet. Guess we unintentionally spent around 1.4 billion on talent. How? Bro, let me do my squats. Pearlescent Crimson. Ah, well, very nice, very nice. Looks good. Right, whilst looking into the light of God, I've got this. Hold on. Where's the best place to get this? Do you live in the sun? No, I just turn my camera's bright. I turn my camera's light up all the way. It's still really bright because my wardrobe is white. So let me draw the curtains a little bit. Also, what's wrong with living on the sun? It's nice here. It's warm. Hi, what's good, Oblong? How you doing? Bye. Alright, fair enough then. By the way, how's the fabric version of, what's his name? How's the fabric version of Slayer XP coming? Or how's it working, I should say? How functional are we looking at? Who are you? This is my spot. So 330 mil on Ender, 130 mil on Wither, 400 mil on Recoms, 160 mil on Power, and for Crooked spent roughly an extra 250 mil, and the ret. Damn. Now I'm in Greg debt, and so you just continue. Fair play, I suppose. Oh, I clearly forgot to fix my texture for Giant Sword. That's a little cooked. Well, thank you for the free XP. I mean, if they're just gonna keep feeding me bosses, then you know what? I'm kind of chill with them staying. Oh, they left. Yeah, it's a giant sword. There's a couple of there appears to be a couple things that I forgot to actually add the model file to. So in order to fix the textures for the what's its name? For all the hunt axes, I had to do some funny little things. And those funny little things were downloading Sky, replacing all the textures in Sky, and then proceeding to delete the model files that I don't need, and apparently some that I do need, which fixed it. I don't know why that fixed it, considering that, well, my model files are, well, they're literally the same and have the same pathing. So, I don't know why removing the same thing and putting it somewhere into the same thing changed anything, but hey, apparently it did. Basically just hitting the restart button and it's the equivalent of turning something off and turning it back on again. Just in SkyBlock terms. Time to make an armadillo XP for how does that work? Silksong in 27 hours and 36 minutes. Cool. Feels like one of the, splash them with the silverfish potion, then burn them. I feel like you're not talking about SkyBlock. And it took me a while to notice that. Most wishlisted game on Steam, and they're doing no pre-orders? Ooh, okay. That is an interesting strategy, but also fair. Honestly, I kind of feel like this... kind of feel... $19.99. That's actually pretty damn good as well. That's a pretty damn good price. How much MP do we have? 581. So I should be able to get pretty damn close to 600 then. And 600 will probably be the max amount of MP I have on this profile. Because honestly, I really don't think I'm going to ever need more. Any more is just spending money for the sake of spending money. Can't you just sell the item for MP after? I could. But that doesn't necessarily mean they will sell for the same price. But yes, I definitely could. But to be completely honest with you, I'm not entirely sure how much more over 600 MP I'm realistically going to need. Or care that much about. Earlier, I'm in class, by the way. My bad, my bad. Unfortunately, I kind of have to go live early today. Because I ain't able to do it later. This could do with some better enchants. Doesn't it just make the boss faster? It depends on how much more MP I'd really be able to get. It depends on how much it would make the boss faster and whether it'd be worth it or not. What is that Lego texture pack? A bit of a mess of stuff. It's me I guess sort of working on transferring Fat Cat over to 121. Because I haven't found any other texture packs that I actually kind of really like. Did they fix Mastiff swapping? Nope. Mastiff swapping is almost impossible to fix. Because it is simply done by, it's simply because of latency. Okay, removing Mastiffs, obviously you can do that, but... So long as the server has latency, then Mastiff swapping can exist. Or armor swapping can exist. Unless they changed a few little things. Like they did for sword swap. Did pull recently, and Fat Cat is one of the packs that will be ported eventually. Yes, let's fucking go! Oh, it's such a good pack. Speaking of, I want... Okay, I guess I can't... What? No, what? Everything's darker. What changed? I feel like everything got darker. I'm a little late. Hello, Kenobi. Sit next to the Huz, so I gotta lock in. Bro, you're watching a SkyBlock stream. The fuck you mean lock in? You're locked out and the dog ate the key. You're just not doing it because you don't do enough damage to Master Swap. Yeah, it's not worth it for me to do. See? I only deal 350k. As opposed to 150. So Mastiff Swap for me is only equal to 2 hits. With the Pooch Sword, it's simply just not worth doing. Just don't have good enough gear to make it worth it. Besides, I will never have the pet or the armor to make Mastiff swapping particularly worth it on this account. I thought you couldn't go to the park. So you don't have to forage to go to the park, as it would turn out. You can just buy the wood and give it to the lumberjack. Meaning I can just kind of walk, I can just go to the park. Eventually have a custom texture for every item in SkyBlock. That is the plan. Although I need to, before I actually make new things, I need to actually fix 121 first. Is it way faster there? I can't really say, because obviously it's derpy right now. But I think yes. At least in the jungle and acacia caves, absolutely. In the howling cave, not even slightly. Howling cave is terrible. Acacia and jungle are very good. I'm gonna go pillage your village for you. Thanks. Why for me? Yes, pillage in my name. Let them know fear. Not so good when it runs out of mobs though. Mastiff swap is just a part of the long-standing bug with stats taking a while to update. Some reason why blue cheese swap and vanilla swap works. They don't make pet swaps update. So it shouldn't be too hard to fix. That's also fair. Are you Zombie 9? I am, yes. In fact, I have 2,381 kills. And 3.6 million XP. So I'm pretty close to Zombie 9. Just a few times over. Oh, we love Jacobus. Jacobus is great. Thieving rat. Did you by chance drop a third warden? I did not. No, I got two. One off meter, one on meter. Edging spider rate is crazy. Yeah, I ain't doing it during derpy. Two, I've been waiting. Like I'm just waiting till after derpy. I'll get better gear when derpy's over. Prices will be down a bit. At what percentage should I take meter off from Warden Heart? About 70. Fire told me to pillage in his name, then it's like, yeah, exactly. My internet shit itself. Well, welcome back. Okay, where have all the spawns gone? This cave has gone from being plentiful with having dogs everywhere to suddenly there just being no dogs. How has that even happened? Are you liquidating half your profile? Really? Nah, so I had double. Oh, that makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. Domestic... Why not try and get a Daedalus Axe for Magic Find? Because it's not worth it. Daedalus Axe is so unbelievably bad for damage. And it's simply just not worth using. How do you spell your name? Mine? F-I-Y-R-T-H-G-U. I mean, to start with, I wouldn't touch Dayax in Sven's anyway, because Mastiff exists with a pooch sword, and that's just better. However, let me swap over. I think I have a spare Daedalus Axe somewhere. Like, say the word. Oh, I have no idea. Is the tier 5 spider worth grinding? Absolutely. As long as you as long as you deal enough damage to fairly quickly get through the first phase at the moment, then yes. Yo, Nikki V, hello, hello. Oh, Nicky LV, hello, hello. Thank you very much for the follow. Now, just the question is, where the hell did I? Oh, I think I gave it away, didn't I? Like this, I believe. I would that probably makes sense. Is how you pronounce it. Trust me when I say there is no correct pronunciation for this. It is not a real word. It is created purely from slamming my head off of a keyboard. Wait a minute. Why am I doing this on this profile? I could do it on the other one. I got the money to spend to prove a point. Okay, Withered is terrible. Withered is honestly kind of despicable. Primordial Helm or Warden Helmet? It depends on what you're doing. To be completely honest with you. For the most part, I mean, obviously, Primordial's never going to do more damage than Warden, or more DPS than Warden. However, for most things, it's not too far off. Anyway, Daedalus is only dealing, like, look, 28, 32,000. It's just a bit depressing. Whereas, even with Primordial Armor, my Pooch Sword is, hold on. Well, there's something I can hit. Even with Primordial Armor, my Pooch Sword is doing the same amount as a Daedalus Axe. Like, it's doing more, in fact. Like, Day is so unbelievably useless. It is so bad. Is that a flaming flay? What the fuck? Would you say suspicious on Atom Split or Fabled? Fabled. What do you use to make your damage look like that? What do you mean? Make your damage look like that? Damn it. Like the counter? Oh, that would be Sky Honey's damage indicator. If you're meaning the boss's health. You don't have a quest activated? Oh no, I do. It just doesn't show because I haven't talked to Mulbert yet. What is suspicious good on then? Tier 3 blaze daggers if you're trying to phase skip. And that's it. Hello, Abbas. How's my favorite? I'm doing amazing. How are you doing? Thank you, Stream Elements. You are 27 minutes late. Brilliant. Scoreboard just doesn't like to cooperate on the park, even if the quest is done. Huh. Well, the more you know. Too early? My bad, my bad. No. Sven's, really? Well, I don't really have much else I can do during Derpy. And I really, really don't want to do revs. I'm gonna be completely honest. The damage you deal looks like that. That's in the numbers? That's just the font. Like, literally the floating number? That's just the font in the pack. Right? Tara makes a lot, like 5 to 7 mil per hour. Yeah, Tara also has 20 million health in its first phase, and I deal like 100k damage per hit. What are you using for the Slayer overlay? Sky Honey. Speaking of, oh right, yeah, of course, Profit Tracker doesn't work in the park either. Brilliant. Forgot about that. Like, when Derpy's gone, I will be going to do Tarantula. But there's no point in bothering right now on this profile. Tier 5 Tarantula's kind of just gone from slow to straight up impossible. Yo, Diamond Robo, thank you very much for the follow. And yes, welcome in. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? What's good? I feel like things are suddenly spawning a lot slower. Shows up if the Slayer is on the scoreboard. Well, that's cooked. Well, hopefully HYPIXEL fixes this one day in the future. Are you in the Creators Club guild with me? Nope. I'm in my own guild. Well, I say my own guild. Kind of. Oh shit, I still haven't changed the stream elements guild message. Nero's going to kill me. Sorry, Nero. My bad. I'll do that. I was the same, but a good friend disappeared from November last year, and I've never heard from them again. Oh, well, that's not great. That's not great at all. Guild. What were the requirements again? I don't remember. How do I not even bro, I need to oh man, that's cooked. Welcome, verify all requirements. Save. Cool. There we go. Now we have reverted back to the old ones. A little upsetting. The guild collapsed soon after. That's rough. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not very fun. You gonna follow the other trend of YouTubers like profile reviews too? Probably not. I have profile reviews as a channel point on Twitch, but bro, there's enough of that. There's enough people doing profile reviews and some of them knowing the game far better than I do. I specialize in Slayers, and I'm honestly kind of useless outside of that. Like when I can do some things to some degree, but to be honest, if people need help with mining or anything like that, there's only so much I can actually help. Goon Squad, amazing name. That is actually wild that guild name's allowed. I'll do a crappy PV for free if wanted. But yeah, I don't know, man. How do Slayer? Stab thing, stab bigger thing, stab bigger thing. Repeat. That should fix it. Get no loot. Repeat. Truly the greatest game loop of SkyBlock. I'm waiting for Derpy to end so I can start Blaze. Ooh, fun. Derpy really does, well, Derpy really does cook any, Slayer mains, for the most part. How to one-tap E-Man and Blaze Slayer? I don't know entirely. This new update is bugged crazy. That doesn't surprise me even a little bit. But what have they done in this one? It's Derpy right now? Yes, yes. Strangely enough, no one's willing to tell me the one-taps. Don't know why. Oh, right, yeah, the primordial. Right, yeah. There was that one. So, new blocks just crafted, enchanted melon. And now they're two different... Right. So, after my 30-day ban, I will get 120 mil from my minions. I got 18 days left. That is so unbelievably rough that you're going to miss Derpy. Brother's missing the Derpy minion buff. That is painful. Same block though. Yeah, you should be able to just drop them and pick them back up, no? I'm new. Yeah, no, that's kind of just that's been a thing that happens to two items for ages. Pretty much since the game released, we've had issues with items not stacking and having different IDs. Throwing them on the floor and picking them back up is just kind of resets it to what it's meant to be. Fun fact, when they made boosters stackable, you could put an entire stack of them in the anvil and consume all. Yes. That was fixed this update, no? Is Dirty on a Flaming Flame the best? No. You go with a damage reforge. Wait, Dirty is the attack speed one, no? I can't remember. Pretty sure Dirty's attack speed, yeah? Dirty is Frosty. Oh, then it's completely useless on a Flaming Flame. More Frosty will do absolutely nothing when you hit the cap in, like, instantly. Yo, Eri, how you doing? Also gives attack speed, apparently, but that's useless. Yeah, no, that's fair. What's the enchant for Giant Sword? Enchant. But I don't have Fatal Tempo. Then honestly, I don't really know. Dirty might be good. I think that Fabled will just be better, though. Why is that? Because it's bad? Dirty is not more popular because it's just not a good reforge. To put it simply. Will you be using the Spider Slayer weapons on this profile? Yes, I will. I should be picking myself up a Sting after Derpy. When the prices go down a bunch. What's net worth now? That's actually a pretty good question. Give me a moment. Prices have already dropped. Shriveled was about 15 mil. Yes, yes. However, I can't do Spider until Derpy's over. So there would be a bit of a waste of money to buy it right now, when I could wait for more to drop. $1.25. You're looking at the cosmetic net worth, and that doesn't matter. So, ooh, we're almost at 1 billion. Nice. Best drop for RNG meter is currently Tarantula Silk. Makes sense. See, I'm gonna be honest, I don't use my meter pretty much ever. Sven's is kind of the outlier, where I do actually have my meter turned on. But on my main, at least, I never have my meter turned on. And on here, I kind of don't have my meter turned on until it's full. Is that the best way to do it? No. But I kind of like it. Celeste die when? It doesn't really matter if I get a Celeste die. It won't do anything. If I get a Celeste die, I'm not allowed to sell it anyway. Like 50, then turn it off. I believe it's usually up to about 70 that you turn it off. But to be honest, I just keep it turned off. I mean, with the main, that's more just so I can meter a shit ton of good items when I'm done with the Slayer. On here, it's kind of just for the funnies, you know. If I drop one previous, and that's awesome. That's a guaranteed second, like with revs. If not, then I've got a lot of grinding until I drop the thing. I did the math. I'll make 102 mil, not 20. That's not bad at all. I'm assuming that's without calculating Derpy. But that's pretty nice. What's your strat now? For what? Money. Spider when Derpy's ended. Sven's kind of the only Slayer that I can actually do during Derpy. So we're stuck on this one for now. Should I say for term or hype? I would recommend hype. However, if you plan to pretty much only do dungeons, then term to start with. The longest part is the cocoons. Spider is good. Spider's fun. I like Spider both on main and on this profile. Primordial I will cost in Derpy. It's gonna probably go down to like 100 mil, I would think. You're like 500 mil a week ago, now 1 bill. Well, did Zombie Slayer for a week. And I made 500 mil from it. Got any tips for not buying a Boardman Sven? Nope, not really. There's not much you can really do to spice Sven up. I mean, provided you have like 1k MP and a set of decent Crimson with a G-Drag, you can just one-tap the boss anyway. So there's not really much to it. But M3 and above and tier 3 Kudra and above, term is needed. Well, that's why I literally just said if you plan to only do dungeons, then get a term first. If not, get a hype. Also, term is not a requirement until tier 5 Kudra. Only got E-Dragon, shit Crimson. Should... How do I get more EHP for E-Man? More defense. More kills. I don't know. If you don't already have one, Ender Relic. Or Ender Artifact, I should probably say. Or Ender Relic, I don't know. E-Man pet has been fixed, so it now gives damage reduction again. Okay, hype is just a heal stick and term is whatever. Yeah, I mean, okay. If you're doing anything outside of dungeons, hype is infinitely more useful than a Terminator. Because term has such few cases where it's actually required outside of dungeons to be better, or where it's actually better than anything else outside of dungeons. Like, it pretty much one of the very few places that term's actually needed outside of dungeons is tier 5 Kudra. Before tier 5, you do not need a Terminator at all. I feel like I shouldn't be getting either. Why? If they, as I said, it depends, really. Could I DPS tier 3 with SE term? Just go stun. But, yes, you could. You very much could, but just go stun. Everyone will insta-kick if you don't have term. My guy, you go stun. Stun doesn't use a term. You won't get if you're a stun, you don't get kicked for not having a term because you don't use it. Tier 5 is the only tier of Kudra that needs a Terminator. Unless obviously if you're DPS, then yes, obviously you need a Terminator. But if you're stun, you don't do damage to the boss. You never even touch the boss. Why do you say episode 2 times in your title? Oh shit. Oops. I'll fix that tomorrow. Stun just requires pickaxe with pick a bolus. Yeah, exactly. No need for term. Hence why tier 5 is the only tier that actually needs a Terminator. Because in that one, everyone DPSs in the final phase. Is hype required? Pretty much, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, tier 3 and up, I would start kicking people if they didn't have a hype. Tier 1 and 2, it's not such a big deal. But I would definitely start kicking people at tier 3 and above. Where am I supposed to find a party for Kudra? Kudra Party Finder is so I don't know. I've just used Party Finder. Almost all of my runs are through Party Finder. I mean, like well, actually, no, except for tier 5. My tier 5 runs aren't through Party Finder. Anything below tier 5, though, almost all of those are from Party Finder. All Party Finders are bad, you just need to know what you look for. Honestly, I just kind of throw it, man. Just keep joining parties, and eventually you'll get a decent one. It's kind of just gambling. Does Derpy also affect dungeons? Derpy affects every single piece of combat in the game, except for obviously the Rift, because there's no Mayor in the Rift. Well, except for Barry. It takes like 30 minutes to fill the party. Yes. Third overflux, ideally. That would be pretty nice. You dropped 3 already? No. I've dropped 2, yes. We are unbelievably RNG carried in, Sven. See, Sven is the one that I'll call myself RNG carried in. Revs, we got a little lucky. Sven is outright RNG carried. I'm sad now. Fair enough. It's just the new profile look, you know? Now this is early? Oh, yes. It's because every park lobby was full pre-foraging. Oh, honestly, foraging really did fix that. The park lobbies themselves have very minimal players in. And the caves usually aren't full. Hey, at least I've got good RNG on this profile, because my mains is usually kind of mid. Oh, there's a guy in here. Pretty sure the one in Savannah's bigger? It is, but it's slower to spawn in. Bigger does not mean better. Sorry, I've got to sweat for a minute. Just hype spawn. That doesn't matter. Jungle's still faster. Actually, to be fair, no. If you're hype spawning, jungle's not faster because the mobs don't respawn in time. But there's no good reason to hype spawn when Bouquet of Lies exists. So, does the Primordial and Spider work? I don't know. I'd assume so. I believe it should have been fixed this update. I do not have one. Patched, yeah. I thought they had fixed it in this update. Yo, Khaled, how you doing? If I had to do Wolf again, how long do you think it would take till I drop another Flux? I don't know. A couple 100,000 XP, probably. Like 300,000-400,000. Will you come back to this profile whenever new Slayers release? No. This profile is getting deleted once I forget the Hyperion. mil right now. How much XP would I be at? What? As in, that's how much XP you have? What? How much? What? I'm so confused. Roll a dice every time you kill a boss. That's that I can't do that. Not allowed to. Played normal Minecraft before? Yes. I have played Minecraft since the alpha version. Not on this account, unfortunately. I don't have my original account anymore. Will I be Slayer RNG carried? At some point. Just gotta do enough of them and eventually you'll get lucky. For example, my luck on my main profile is pretty fucking abysmal overall. Like, in the grand scheme of things, my RNG overall, my Slayers, is actually pretty bad on the main. There's a couple that we've got good luck in. For example, E-Man, we got extremely lucky after a while. But that's all after pretty much getting no cores. For the first, I forgot to do the squads. For the first 3 million XP. Or the first 2 million XP, actually. Then I got a shit ton afterwards. Got like 650k E-Man XP without a core. I got like... yeah, that one's rough, actually. I've meted a couple of them. I've definitely meted a few cores. Don't worry about this, by the way. This is normal. What the fuck is he doing? Sideways squats, don't worry about it. What mods do you use on 1.20? I will get a... What's his name? I'll get my mods folder up at some point. Just finishing on kind of polishing it and adding a few new ones. However, other than that, not that many right now. Only this. Bad time to join. How you doing? What does it help, though? What does what help? Bye? Alright, never mind. Goodbye, goodbye. Lovely pint of gin and berries next to me, so I'm gonna go watch Netflix while farming? Alrighty, righty. See ya, see ya. The sideways squats. Oh, they help nothing. That's just a channel point redemption. There is no purpose to doing that except for the fact that I have squats as a redemption. And people can choose how and where I do those. Which pretty much always ends up with the squats not just being squats. Ever, in fact. Next one should be on the roof. I can't do that. I can't get on my roof. Really? You make a cave for mobs with one of the worst pathing. How much damage does Wooden Helmet give? Like, that depends on you. The damage it gives is going to be different for every person. Or how much damage you do with it is going to be different for every person. I believe it's a 200%, I think it's maxed at a 200% damage increase. It's 106% additive unless you're using Black Cat. It's 200, not... Wait, how did you get 160? When max speed is 400. Wait, where did the math for 160 come in? The math ain't mathin' here. The Warden cuts your speed in half and gives you that as additive damage. Divided by 2, divided by... Okay, but wait, what's the last part for, though? $20 base weapons damage for every 25 speed. Should be 200. Per 25 speed remaining, yeah. So if you've got 200 speed remaining... You know, that's fair, yeah, that's 160. That is fair. That is a fair point. How you doing? I'm doing pretty damn good. Say 100, it gives 160% additive damage. Oh, right, yeah, sorry. Wait, I'm assuming wait, did it used to be 25 then? I could have sworn that it used to give 20... What? I swear it used to give 200% additive. When did they nerf that? And doing slayers during derpy is aura farming. I'm not entirely sure what this counts as, but I don't think it's aura farming. Animal abuse, maybe. The face with the slayers, and I saw those squats. Yeah, okay, yeah. Honestly, the squats, that's aura farming. I'll give you that. What the fuck? No. Hold up. I gotta prove that I don't suck at the game. Ah! It's so bright. Why the hell is this backwards on this version? What? Sorry? Alright, sure, I guess. You dropped second overflux? Yeah, I dropped that just before Derp came into office. Why is my tormentor not got a text drop? What? What the heck is wrong with... Okay. Holy shit, the 1.21 pack is so broken. Nah, I can show you true aura farming in Slayers. I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna miss something. I know that I'm gonna miss. What? Where's my... Oh my god, where's my wardrobe? Okay, never mind. Apparently my wardrobe is missing. Give me that. I guess we run it back. Yes, I know there's faster ways to spawn, but I don't actually have a Hyperion on this profile right now, okay? And my bouquet of lies is a broken texture. It's supposed to be doubled? Didn't they always have 20? It's because they don't count as mobs. Basically. It's because it doesn't actually count as a mob. Where'd the... Bro, where'd the other armor set go? Oh, okay, this is gonna annoy me. Why are you not favorite? I despise it so much. It's so broken. It's so broken. Forget everything I said about Aura Farm. Can you use your RNG meter on spiders? I can, yes. Although, I kind of never use my RNG meter, or at least I don't usually use my RNG meter until I finish a Slayer on my main. Can you PV me and tell me what I need to do to kill tier 4 blazes? PVs are a Twitch channel point, I'm afraid. Is foil now worth getting? It depends on what your other weapon is, because, it exists. It definitely exists. There we go. That's what we like to call aura farming in Tarantula. There we go. That's the one. Got there in the end. I mean, I know it's no faster, but one-shotting the boss is just so satisfying. Unless you miss, in which case it's a little less unsatisfying. But man, it's just such a nice feeling. Watching the boss kind of just pop. I should probably have swapped back to my other profile by now. With that being said, though, it's still just so much fun. Like, it feels nice going from being extremely weak to just absolutely dominating the locals. So your Power Stone tunings, yes? I don't have a Primordial Rumbler, so I can't cocoon it anyway. No, you bastard! When did you get Crown of Avarice? I've had them for ages. Who the fuck? I mean, I guess you were standing in front of the doorway, so that's kind of fair, I suppose. Do like 400k without helmet. I mean, Warden would definitely give you more. To be honest, I would recommend you just use a Primordial helmet, though. Because then you don't lose any speed, and your DPS isn't that much less than a Primordial. Oh, right, yeah, I completely forgot to show my power. My power stone that I was using there was silky, and tunings are all crit damage. Which is entirely just because I like fucking around with Mastiff. At least I think. It might have been hurtful, to be fair. No, I'm pretty sure it's silky. Mastiff swap Tarantula is funny. Primordial's so fun. I just haven't had the pleasure of dropping one yet. And I kind of want to drop my own. Which could take a very long time. As I plan to not touch my meter for the entire time that I do Tarantula. Probably need to get a little stronger before using Primordial, because I've been having fun doing Double Demon. Nice. Why are you back on Sven's? Well, as I said earlier, there's no other Slayer that I can actually do. I'm too weak to do any other Slayer during Derpy. Making the belt or selling your eye you dropped in this profile? Probably just selling it, to be honest. I might make the belt and use it for a bit. It really depends on how close to the, really depends on how close to the hype. When you get the hype, you're going to test it on this profile. I don't have a floor 7 completion. I cannot do dungeons. I haven't been allowed to do dungeons on this profile, so probably not, no. And to be honest, I really don't want to go and get Kata 24. Primordial eye worth to buy on early profiles? No. There will be far better upgrades. After the eye drop, it probably won't drop as much as you think it will. It'll probably end in a similar place to Warden Heart. Oh, that was my boss. Holy shit, Rumbler, brother. You, fair. That is a little unlucky, but fair. It'd be worth it for the views. It really wouldn't. You can trust me that it really won't give pretty much anything. Should I switch from Warden to Primordial for E-Man? No. It won't be too much of a difference. How much is Scrolled Hyperion? About 1.4 billion. I do 400k times 1. No. Not times 1.6. I don't... Wait, is it times 1.6? It might be in... 160,000 additive. So, yeah, probably times 1.6. I think. And add them? Actually, wait. How does... Chad, how do you work out additive damage? I don't know. Is Lunar Client down for anybody else? No idea. Come on, 3 wasps. Can I trade this out? Nah. You get stuck with your Primordial, sir. You get stuck with your Primordial. But I'm gonna be honest. Wait, so you're doing 400k. Like, 400k to what, though? For the wolf pet to get quicker bosses? Nope. Wolf pet would do absolutely nothing for me. You need to know all... Oh, okay, well, that's cooked. That's way too much effort. A wolf pet is, in fact, pretty much useless. Actually, wolf pet is almost entirely useless now, really, isn't it? Are you making money off this? Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not a huge amount. Without the overfluxes, it's probably only a couple mil an hour. But it's better than nothing, as I can't do other slayers. All the other ones are just way too slow. Why is it useless? I haven't played in a long time. Because different. What's your meter on? Overflux. It's useful for early game Iron Man before you drop. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, early game Iron Man. That's fair. But each Slayer has a specific pet that gives it combat wisdom. That's better than Wolf. For example, Hound gives combat XP against wolves, which is it gives more XP specific. Wolf is like universal combat XP, but it's worse than all of the others. So, it's specifically against wolves, Hound is best. Specifically against spiders, Tarantula's best. Specifically against zombies, Ghoul is best. Enderman is best. And Blaze, Wisp is best. And so far, I've been lucky enough to actually drop them. What pet lowers the boss spawn time? I just told you. I just told you all of them. Delayed comment? Ah, I see. You should add Subway Surfers on the screen. Maybe they'll pay attention. Nah. Then they'd be too focused on the Subway Surfers. It genuinely feels so weird not having my profit tracker. Like, it just feels wrong. Like, I like to know how many bosses at least I've done. I wonder how far Oblong is in Slayer XP Overlay. 121 version. And Lion is best pet to kill the boss. For me, right now, yes. Good idea, level fishing from 27 right now, and if yes, what should I do? Fish? Go fish in the bio, I suppose. I don't really know much about fishing. But as far as I'm aware, you just kind of fish in the bio until like 30 or something, and then go a lava fish. Do not take that as gospel. I don't know shit about fishing. But yeah, for me right now, Lion is definitely by far the best pet I can use. Obviously, there are better pets in the game. Ender Dragon, Golden Dragon, Blaze if you're in the Nether. What time is it for you? It is 12:30 and it's midday. Pretty much bang on midday. Well, no, half an hour past midday, actually. So fairly early. Oh, bro. Sitting up straight is one of the small things I just cannot properly do in this chair. Because it doesn't have, I mean, the back's cooked, but... It's just one of the few things that's just completely broken. Hey, Taco with us. Welcome to the YouTube chat. How's the Twitch detox going? Forced Twitch detox, I should have. Cool fact, I'm still banned. Do you know how long for? I thought you'd be American? No? I sound American? Oh god! I don't want to deal with that. Red Team Taco? Okay, in their defense, they can't use Twitch. Like they are very much banned from the platform right now. To 14 days, I can apply for unban. It's not too bad. How the hell do you get banned for so long? And Shana gets banned for a single day for posting a link to the hub. Like how is that only a 1-day ban? Something don't add up here. $14 plus 30. Did what? So, the funny thing is, it's not the first time that someone's done that in my chat. Of not realizing that even if the link is technically slightly incorrect, it still just reroutes to the hub. Even if it's not quite a correct link, it'll reroute. So they posted it thinking it'd be funny, and then got immediately banned. Oh, then just got instantly banned off Twitch. And then somebody else did it. Like, a week later. With zero knowledge of the previous one happening. Finger must be begging for mercy after all that clicking? Nah, I'm used to it. Are you gay? Nope. For fuck's sake. Okay, I guess I can only PV my main account. Which means, in order to show stats, I gotta swap accounts. That's sick. No. I'm pretty used to, mother... Oh, 121 PV is actual hot ass. Just call Maddox. Oh my god, you're right. Okay, guess I didn't set up Cool Maddox on this account. On 121. Where is it? There it is. No. So, I have a little bit of experience with clicking in Slayers. And I've spent a little bit, a small, tiny little bit of time doing it. Like, barely any time. Barely any time with clicking through Slayers, but I have spent a little, tiny bit of time. And at this point, my fingers are used to it. I wonder how long until someone takes that number 3 spot, because it's been, kind of been vacant for a while now. How much does the number 1 have? He is much further ahead than me. And of course, he's on a new profile as well. He's on like 80-something million. The number one is aiming at 100 million XP. $85.5 mil right now. Nice. Yeah, it's rather a lot. But for the time being, it's my only Slayer that I'm actually highly ranked in. Keyword there is for the keywords are for the time being. That's gonna get fixed. Gonna get decently high up in all of them. Revs might be a challenge though. Nah, not really. Are you die hunting? I am not. I could not care less for the dies. I mean, if they drop, it'll be pretty cool, but... Just found out you can apply for an unban from the website with no cooldown. Nice! Hey, I mean, at least you might be able to go unbanned. So go unban. Wait, no, go apply. GG. Can you come around the corner, please? Thanks. Why does bro have more coins than me on a new profile? Well, because I don't have much to spend them on. The only places that I have the only place that I have to spend coins on is upgrading my Slayer gear. Like, you know, I don't have other setups to upgrade. I don't have really many pets to get. I don't really have much MP to get. Also, chat, isn't it absolutely insane that if I wasn't going for a scrolled Hyperion, I'd be done? If I was going for just a normal Hyperion, this profile would be over now. Can you bless me your Warden Heart luck? Absolutely. All yours. You can take the luck for free. What's recommended MP for tier 4 Void Gloom? Like 800 works. Obviously you can go with less, but I would recommend about 800. Just proves how easy getting hype is. Yeah, exactly. You've just got to be willing to grind a shit ton of hours. Because I'm 148 hours in already. Any luck recently? Not over the last 2 days now. Or not during Derpy, at least. But hey, at least I'll get one more overflux out of Sven's. Have you gotten macro checked yet? No. Why would I get macro checked? What power stone are you using? Silky. Silky, full crit damage tunings. I am not doing anything that would warrant a macro check. Is it better than Itchy? For Sven's, yes, because Mastiff and Pooch. Mastiff gains health. The more crit damage you have, the more health you have. And Pooch gains damage, the more health you have. So if you're using Mastiff and a Pooch, which you realistically should be, unless you're one-tapping, then Silky is best. Because of the insane grind you're doing, but I'm not doing anything that would appear to be macroable. Can one type Pooch and Mastiff? You can. In the first 2 hours of farming. It's just thought Slayers... Yeah, but farming is the same thing over and over again. I have not taken the same path twice, realistically. Nothing here looks suspicious. I'm missing a lot of shots. I'm stopping, I'm turning around. Like, nothing here is suspicious to be macro checked. Obviously, you're gonna get macro. You'll be more likely to get macro checked in farming because farming's easy to macro. It's just the same thing. I mean, you don't even need programs for that, but it's just literally pressing 2 buttons. The Reaper Slayer is Necron armor and Reaper Mask better or Reaper set? Reaper set with Tarantula helmet. Or Primordial helmet. Or Warden helmet. Some strong helmet. Reaper Mask is completely useless for revs. Primordial is a really good budget Warden. Honestly, my recommendation is frankly just to, for most things, is to just use Primordial instead of Warden. There's a couple of exceptions. First one obviously being Kudra. Second one being phase skipping in Blaze. And the third one being if you really care about your times in E-Man that much. Because, to be honest, it ain't that different. And you get to retain all your speed. Meaning that spawns will be faster. Warden Heart, first tier 5. God damn, you RNG carried shit. GG, I can't say shit. But GG. Yeah, Primordial is extremely good. My 100 mil Crown of Avarice, go burr. Yeah, I mean, 100 mil Crown of Avarice isn't bad either. But definitely better than Warden in E-Man, for sure. Yeah, Double Demon is terrible. Unfortunately, unless you have like 1700 MP, anything other than Warden is just bad for Double Demon. As Warden is the only helmet that actually buffs the Burning Vengeance damage. And until around 1 billion coins, Crimson Helmet does more DPS anyway. Going off a guide from this guy called Fire. Yo, who's that, man? Who's that guy? What a weird name. Sounds like he slammed his head on the keyboard or something. First RNG item in my 3-year-old profile. Okay, never mind. Fair play. Yo, Motion. Hello, hello. How's it going? What's good? I did it? As in, you got on... You submitted the unbanned form? I mean, surely it would be... Surely it's fine to get unbanned, right? Any overfluxes? Not recently. Got one just before Derpy. But not since then. Odds are I'll probably have to meet to the third one. Oh dear. Can make like 150 mil an hour with mob shears and farming glowing mushrooms for glowing mushroom mixins. That's absolutely insane. That's wild. Although that being said, I do feel like at the end of this profile I'm going to have one massive forearm. And probably a repetitive strain injury as well, but that doesn't matter. That last one's seems unimportant. I do wonder how many kills I'm averaging an hour. Because it's got to be fairly decent, I think. Like, the spawn times are quite quick. 1 mil per, and if you get 70 in an hour, they can be hard to sell in age, but worth it. Hey, I mean, if they sell, they sell. What sword do you use? I use a pooch sword with mastiff armor. 8 drugs, 3 perk, next Mayor Trust. Bro, I wish. I wish. That'd be so good. Keep in mind, though, in order to use pooch sword, you need mastiff armor. Or in order to use mastiff armor, you need pooch sword. Pretty much. They kind of come together. Hello, Axe. How you doing? I think you should take off your t-shirt. I think you should use your eyes and to learn I'm not wearing a t-shirt. What would you say the most profitable Slayer mid-game, Tarantula? White chocolate or hot bitter chocolate? Neither. Also, White Kanye West is an absolutely wild username. I'm doing good, enjoying the derpy spawn times. I will admit that. The actual kills might be a little slower, but damn, the spawn times feel so nice. Hot bitter chocolate is best. Human, but that's wild. Interesting statements. So I wonder how much damage realistically I could get done with that. Answer is not very much. Ow. So we're getting like 250 to 300k damage here. Damn, that's with a hound. Oh wait, no, that's with the lion. My quest. No, my quest. Oh, that sucks. Hate Tarantula because of the invincibility when summoning. That's fair. Do you want to hear? Very important. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, you got me interested, at least. I mean, that is fair. Outside of Tarantula, it would probably be... okay, yeah, I ain't answering that one. Outside of Tarantula, it would probably be Revs, I would say, whilst hunting. Revs with hunt spawning would probably be the next best. Although that is a lot worse than it used to be, so it won't even be close to Tarantula now. Anything other than Tarantula and Blaze is kind of mid. Trying to save up for an armor set. I've already just said, I literally just told you I'm not going to answer that. They buff Sven to 4 mil? No, it's derpy right now. Hey, Hypocrite, how you doing? What's good, what's good? Everything's got double HP. To be honest, buffing Sven to 4 mil HP literally just wouldn't do anything. Derpy, the downtime mayor? I like Derpy. It's a little annoying, definitely a little annoying as a Slayer main, but I do like Derpy. My sister came into my room and bite my hand and run away. Have you seen the spider pet bug? I have. Is it broken? Is this the new brain rot? Apparently. I guess so. Giving a quick nibble and dipping. Yeah, this is the, is it still bugged, do you know? How have they done that? If it's like 2 hours in, good. Good. And that shit was bugged for longer than it, way longer than it should have been. What was the bug? Tarantula boots plus spider pet gave like 50 times the amount of strength that they were meant to or something. I find your home. I would rather you didn't. That'd be quite nice if you didn't do that. I'm the guy you banned 3 times. Ah, right, I see, I see. Four times. You should invest in Slayer items before Derpy, like Rev, and sell during Derpy. What has bro done? Just being a weirdo. Just generally being an absolute weirdo. So I banned them the first time, and then they came back. And asked why I banned them, so I banned them again. Isn't the other cave better? Not really. It's better if you hype spawn. But for me right now, not really, no. Like, mobs are so close together in this cave. Spiders practically at the same time. Yeah, spiders pretty much hasn't changed. Especially since the last phase hasn't got double HP. So spiders unironically a really good slayer to do during derpy. Oh, does it have another reason? Well, I don't deal enough damage to kill the first phase of Tarantula right now. What weapon using? I'm using a Pooch Sword and Mastiff Armor. Dungeons, mining, farming, or slayers first? Personally, I'd recommend either mining or farming to get yourself some money. And then move it into dungeon, and then do dungeons or slayers. Both of which are pretty bad to start without some form of funds. Have you tested the buff Tarantula weapons? I've tested some of them. Tarantula Fang obviously is bad. It's not meant to be good. It's a tier 2. It's a tier 2. It's not meant to be a good weapon. Scorpion Foil, I think, really could do with a buff. And Sting is pretty good. I think Scorpion Foil could do with some base stats being added to it. To be honest. Better than just Rock and Claymore? Depends on what... If you have a kite... Well, I mean, obviously, yes. A Sting with the same enchants will be better than... Is the best weapon to use for... I say the best weapon. Best sword to use for spiders. Obviously, Flaming Flay is the best weapon to use for spiders. That hasn't changed. Love it. Should have my procrastination is an A tier when it comes to mining. Just think it's boring. Honestly, get it out of the way when Derpy's here, then. Or do as much of either mining or farming when Derpy's here. It was interesting, same as Sword of Bad Health. Except the difference is Sword of Bad Health is infinitely better because Sword of Bad Health is a timed ability, whereas Heartstopper was one hit. Heartstopper only buffed a single hit, whereas Sword of Bad Health buffs all of your... gives you strength over a certain amount of time. In fact, over 5 seconds. So while Sword of Bad Health is really good... Commission XP also doubled? Nope. Just mining XP. But yeah, it was unfortunately just absolutely terrible. And Scorpion Foil, in my opinion, really does still need a stat buff. It's just not quite good enough to be called a tier 3 weapon. Damn, I've got fucking hair in my nose. That's one of the downsides to having long hair, is it kind of just gets everywhere. On one side, it's way easier to deal with. You look like my grandmother. Now, I'm going to assume that you're back again for a for a 5th time. But I'll take that as a compliment. That has been my life dream. Do you want to trade 1 coin for 1 mil? Nope. I'm good. Having the grandma, having that grandma drip is kind of, that's my goal, you know? Love how I pre-fired that. Pre-fired what? I wish Grandma Wolf was cooler. Grandma Wolf is great. I think Grandma Wolf is pretty damn good, actually. Why is Dragon Armor with a giant sword is a wild combination. That is an armor set of all time right there. Have you played R6 Siege? I played it like once. Not really my kind of game. When Mythic Grandma Wolf come in? Ooh, you're right, actually. That would go hard. That would not be a bad addition to the pets. Can't believe I've been consistently forgetting to buff throughout every single time I've done this boss. That speeds my times up by quite a bit, actually. Like, by a few seconds. Oh, hey, a mini-boss. There's another one around the corner. Never mind, I don't want to touch it. Grandma Wolf is overrated? What do you mean? Grandma Wolf is goated. It's just it's a passive pet. It's amazing. Are you going for Wolf 9 or Overflux? Honestly, I'll probably just go for an Overflux. Wolf 9, an Overflux isn't that much further than Wolf 9 in terms of XP. So I might as well just, get that. Depends on whether you believe in Magic Find or not. Grandma Wolf also gives combat wisdom. What is this? The cat? What is the what the F is this cat? My eyes are broken. Well, I mean the squishy one's kind of just squishing, you know. Are you going on to E-Man after this? I'll probably go on to Spider, to be honest with you. If I still need more money after delete this cat, nah, I don't wanna. I like him. He's fun. Did the skip spots for tier 5 get patched? The skip got patched within like a day. I do not, no. And even still, you would not be getting it. Really? Dude, I go to one side of the fence and you go round to the other one. Really? The bro's actually using cover. Who taught the Svens to use cover? And hamster wheels have tanked so much in price. My mum just cooked. Nice. Enjoy your letters. I too enjoy eating food. I too enjoy eating, something. You've been my favorite YouTuber for a while. My favorite has been the Slayer series. I find it really enjoyable and grinding for money. Hey, well, thank you very much. Honestly, I found it pretty fun to make. It's definitely been enjoyable to go back to the beginning and see how stuff is now. Holy, wait, we're actually really close to Sven level 8. Oh wait, this is absolutely. I can't be having this. Hold on a minute. I'm under 200 mil purse. No. That is unacceptable. No. Isn't Contra bannable now? Well, it depends on who it's to. No, yes, but no. It's probably the best way of putting it. You may be tired, but it's time for exercise. I don't wanna. If you do 50 push-ups, I'll give you 100. I unfortunately don't believe you. Do you know 1 in 4 road accidents involve drunk driving? This means that 3 in 4 involve sober drivers, therefore making drunk driving the safer alternative. Yeah, exactly. It's been said on multiple occasions. You know, I'm Elon Musk. Trust me, bro. You are not. I'm sorry, but I cannot believe that for a second. And proof where? Oh god, I just got unconsensually kissed. That's terrible. You can't do that nowadays. Yo, Goonmaster, how's it going? What's good, what's good? How much do they sell those for? Claiming order. Damn. Price has gone down. He's the real Elon Musk. I don't know why you won't believe. Small trust issues. Streaming before I even wake up? Rude? I kind of have to, unfortunately. I'm not going to be able to stream this evening, so, doing it early instead. That torch is really annoying me. Just the simple fact that it's not on the stick correctly is really annoying. Okay, stick to the wall, man. That one's even worse. Oh, the account got banned by a rat. Eee, that's rough. I'm sorry to hear that one. Honestly, I still don't really understand why HYPIXEL doesn't just enable two-factor authentication for everyone. Gonna go now? Alrighty, shower thoughts. Goodbye, goodbye. Thanks for coming in. The lowest of the low of players? Yeah. I just don't understand why they haven't enabled two-factor for everyone yet. I mean, red names have it. So it's not like they can't give it to us. Holy shit, I'm only at 500 out of 2,000 birch collection. This is going to take me a lifetime. It's going to take ages. You know what? What's even worse? What's even worse? I mean, we already have something similar with Discord and Minecraft. It shouldn't be too hard. They have two-factor authentication for red names. Red names have two-factor authentication. What is your foot size? Like 7, 6. Really depends on what the brand is, but like, yeah, 7. No, no, I said it the other way around. I didn't say that. I said 7, 6. No, 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 no. You can't take that one. Cult starts soon. Well, that's probably one of the more ominous messages I've ever got in SkyBlock. Fair enough. They make documentaries about you. What now? Sorry? Bigfoot or something? No, 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 not 76. Like oh, okay, sorry, yeah. I'm speaking in UK sizes, so 7 or 6. Sven 8 today? Probably, yes. But it's kind of like, while studying medicine is crazy. Honestly, that's a level of multitasking that's frankly admirable. The slowest, most cinematic zoom ever. Which zoom is it, though? Because I know I have 2 different ones. Let me get rid of this one. Okay, so it's the zoomify one that is slow. Watching you during open heart surgery, they just took out my aorta. That's it. The what? Hi, Mustardy. How you doing? Yeah, you have a pretty similar reaction to me there. Sorry? Yeah, I think that one's quite important, no? You should probably ask them to put it back. Tuned in and that's the first thing that I saw. That's, I'm that guy's doctor. Okay, well, that's your first mistake. You let Elon Musk be your doctor. I wouldn't recommend that. Bad idea. Do you want to trade aorta? Kinda. Bro's using his heart to make a warden helmet. Nah, but it's not a warden heart, though. So he's just gonna have, like, a... It's just gonna be a budget warden helmet. Can I ask where you're from? England. Wolf on Mushroom Island is better. Mushroom Island? What do you mean Mushroom Island? What? I'm sorry? I work at the prison. Oh, well, yeah, just stick a bunch of prisoners' hearts together and make a warden heart. Then you're good. Oh my god, I've just got the joke. Yeah, fair play. Okay, that's kind of funny. Fair play. Fair play. That took way too long to understand. But yeah, I won't give any more information other than England. I'm going straight to a housing lobby. No? Never mind. I've got, like, bro, whenever I see whenever a person without a rank parties is like, I admittedly didn't expect this. That's different. I mean, as far as I'm aware, the jungle is the better cave. Just because of how close everything is. Unless you're hype spawning, in which case, this is fine. Or unless you're bouquet spawning either, then this is fine. But from my knowledge, jungle's the better one. I'm gonna kill someone at Twitch. Well, you see, if you give me your hard-earned money, then you don't have to watch ads. Got first scroll and 98 right. Damn, GG. Which one did you get? That's nice. And seeing as Fire Veil doesn't hit immediately, it's not like I can just run around. I don't have a job. Take someone's credit card. Gotta use someone else's credit card in that case. Yeah, I don't know. The jungle honestly just feels faster purely from mob density. Yo, Sir Sergio, how you doing? How you doing? What's good? What's good? M7 Party Finder is actually dead. I mean, it is derpy. So I wouldn't expect it to be the most alive. Is Cave actually faster than the hub? Yes. The hub is now... So, order goes Howling Cave is the worst, then hub, and I don't... And then it kind of depends on how you're spawning between the Acacia and the jungle. Hello, Meow Meow. I haven't quite worked out which one's actually the better one between the two. But this one doesn't feel better as a melee spawn. Or as a pure melee spawn. How are you? I'm pretty good. How are you? How's Is that okay? You joined as the song ended. The jungle's more homey. The jungle's, X watches your streams every day. Why did you ban my child 4 times? Because he was being a fucking weirdo. Lucky didn't report you to Donald. The fuck is Donald gonna do? To be fair, it's an American company, so that's fair. But like, I'm English. Unfortunately, Donald kind of has no power over me. Sorry for trolling Sky. I was not going to do it again. Oh, it's you? Ah, fair play. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It was definitely a new one. Like Donald Mustard. Yes. Can you stop killing my dogs? Nuh-uh. My dog. Why did this? What? Why did a Slayer thing just appear in the top corner? What? I sent 3 men to your house. Get ready. You can't really do that. I mean, technically you can. You can send police here from a phone by calling them, but you kind of don't really, you know. American stuff doesn't really have much. American people don't really have much power over the UK. You have 5 minutes. Alright. Best Slayer for money would be Blaze. Very much still. And then Tarantula. Then probably Rev with Hunt spawning. And finally Sven. Oh, finally... I really don't know which one's worse between E-Man and Sven. I cannot lie. They both suck. I guess E-Man with really good gear is probably better than Sven. But they're both pretty shit. White Tara. Its drops are worth a good amount of money. And it makes money off of literally the guarantee. Tarantula Web makes money. Like, Tarantula is guaranteed coins. Like, just off the Tarantula Web. Not to mention, all the other drops are actually decently expensive. If you do the chicken dance, I'll take my men back. Nah. Right now, I'll probably be on laptop. Alrighty, meow meow. Well, see ya. I'll give you a chance. Yeah, I don't really care. And what do I need for Tarantula? Do you have a guide? Not really, no. Tarantula's fairly simple. Like, I don't really know what you have, but Burning Crimson, Scorpion Foil, a pet of some sort, so like Lion works. Obviously G-Drag and E-Drag is far better. If you're in the Nether, Blaze is an extremely good pet for Tarantula. What else? Where is this place? This is one of the 3 wolf caves on the park. This is the Acacia one. I said do chicken dance now. I said I don't want to. What twist? He wants the men to come to his house now. That's crazy. Straight up ass compared to my giant sword. It's not great. Sting is extremely good. But Scorpion Foil is definitely not brilliant. But how's it bad compared to your Giant Sword, though? The one on my main is better than a 50mm Midas. It's really weird. So it feels really... Scorpion Foil, to me, feels really inconsistent. Because the one on my main is really good. When's next Night Hype episode? Probably in the next couple days. My sting damage feels low. It should be comparable to from what people have told me, it's comparable to a Claymore. Open the door, I'm there. I wish to give some. Oh, I mean, I can't take stuff. But yeah, according to people, Sting does do about the same damage as a Claymore. And, as I said, Scorpion Foil just feels weirdly inconsistent. Like, maybe it's like a base stat thing. You show me the entrance? 1 second. Like, maybe you need good base stats for them to actually be decent. I really don't know. Yes, Flaming Flay is still the best weapon for Tarantula. Just here. Flaming Flay is good, yeah, besides the fishing wreck. But, like, if you have the fishing wreck, Flaming Flay is extremely strong. Although, that doesn't change the fact that even if you have a Flaming Flay, you still want a damage weapon as well. Like, you still want a Sting or Claymore or something for doing... It's expensive? It's not that expensive. It's like 300 mil, is it? Nah, it's 50 mil. What are you on about? What's fishing wreck? What do you mean? Oh, for the flay, I think it's 25. No, I think it's 45 for the... I think the wreck is 45. What are you doing already live? I need to go out this evening. So I'm streaming early instead. It's 47. Alright, 47 it is. Oh yeah, right, of course. 45 is Jorbus. When's next Diana? Judging by how it usually is, about 2 months. Spider Pet is not equipable right now. I would assume due to the small bug that they had with Primordial Boots, probably not. I hate, but like Derpy, just like SkyBlock. Derpy's great. And Derpy is brilliant. I love Derpy. What was the bug? So Tarantula Boots, when equipped with a Spider Pet, gave like 50 times the amount of strength you were meant to get. Or maybe a bit more than that. Is the fishing... What do you mean by fishing... Okay, what do you mean by fishing wreck? Like... What do you mean by that? I'm a little confused. Got like 74k strength in my guild? Yeah, that'd be the one. Item when you talked about it, when you talked about play. Fish... Like fishing wreck as in requirement. Not an item. When we're saying requirement. Just shortened to rec. REQ. Can I be in next video? Possibly. Can you sing a song? I'll pass. Trust me, you do not want to hear that. That's a terrible idea. Is Slayer XP doubled? No, because Slayer XP isn't a stat. Yeah, start getting new get that discovered? Yes, yes. That's, honestly a little annoying, I'll admit. It makes sense. I think it's a pretty good addition. Would be kind of OP, bro. Imagine getting 3,000 XP from Revs and Spider. I'm off to get home. Alrighty, Shmoo. Well, see ya. Safe travels. Sad, Superior, and Renown don't give pet luck now. Yeah, I know, but at the same time, there's not really many sources where you needed pet luck in the first place, and they've kind of dealt with the they've made dragon pets more common. Scather, that's true. But yeah, that is a little rough. E-drag pets are easier to get now? Yes, yes. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same. Can we play together in the other live? I'm sure we'll be good friends. I mean, this is a solo profile, like. How old are you? 23. Practically deceased at this point. Frankly, ancient. Is delay on my or is it delay or is my computer fighting for the life? There's a good chance there's delay. Usually reloading the page works. Or sometimes with YouTube, you might just be a little behind and you can skip forward a couple seconds. Why is Amazon telling me to buy Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream? Facial cream. It's good cream. So is it the perfect time to gamble drags now? I mean, realistically, Diana would be a better time. But the pet luck's not going to get... But the weight's not going to get reverted. Summoning eyes are pretty high at the moment, I will say. But yeah, you just full sorrow that shit. Level up in 64 boss. Mod. This is HYPIXEL SkyBlock. It is a mini game on the HYPIXEL network for Minecraft Java Edition. No mod. I mean, you can use mods on. No, I was mid boss, you bastard. I do not know that song now. Where's the way? Oh, this way. Thousands of hours to complete. It's still a minigame. Would you like to do one sumo fight? You know, sure. Unlock neck. Oh my god, GG! Congratulations. Can't help but feel like I'm going to get absolutely shit on here. That's 2 in 300 runs. Am I carried? A tiny bit. Not much, though. I'm richer than you. You probably are. See, the funny thing is, though, is I don't give two fucks. I definitely have sprint off, don't I? What's my sprint button? Hold up. There you go. Oh, my bad. I didn't. What? If I've really come to England, I will visit you. I would really rather not. What the hell knockback was that? Okay. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I'm hacking. I might actually be cheating. Can you host me? Probably not. You're so rude. Correct. I'm not a big fan of hosting or letting people into my house that I do not know. I'm going to be completely honest with you. More of a personal safety thing than anything else, you know? Oh, damn. Bro locked in. Bro locked in, goddamn. Not your house. What? Where? What? Can you travel to England? I live in England. What do you mean? Oh. Okay, okay. I'll go back after this round then. Nice. We don't talk about that. No, 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 no. We... Hey! Finally caught alive? Well, welcome in, Stivica. How you doing? No, wait. Certificate. Certificate? I don't know how to say your name properly, I'm sorry. But welcome in, what's good? It's the Danish word for certified. Well, hello, hello. How doing, how doing? Handles fell off, they really did. Hey, I mean, at least it's still a good bit of profit, though. At least it's still some profit. So how much is a fully scrolled one now? Sven tier 5 yet? No. I doubt that a tier 5 for Sven will come out for a very long time. They got a lot of other things to do. Damn, so we're still looking at 1.4 then, huh? Maybe even 1.5. Damn, what the hell? Why are hypes up to 1.5? Alright. Fair play. Thunderlord, okay, Thunderlord 7, that's rough, man. That's seriously rough. What's your SkyBlock level? 62. Frankly, basically #1 player on the game. Like, we're almost first place in SkyBlock XP here. The mage in my party, bruh. How do I get down there? Oh, 1 sec, I'll come open it. 205 million person, it's crazy. I have nothing to spend it on right now. I will spend most of that once. But yeah. I'll spend most of that once Derpy ends. But for now, there's nothing I can really spend money on. Or at least nothing that's actually worth spending money on. I should say. Making so much money with Derpy? Oh yeah, mate, bro, Derpy has a bunch of things that make a lot of money. I just dropped a Claymore. Is it even profit? I would assume it probably is now. Now that it's been buffed heavily. But on a grizzly salmon? No! I want the fish. That sucks. Well, you know what they say. Feed a man for fish, and fish for fish. Even Dinosaur look better than this cat? Nah, the cat's great, man. The cat is pure perfection. Just a round ball of bounciness. I need more damage. Not true, actually. I don't need more damage. My damage is fine. Just feels bad because it's Aatrox. No, it's because it's Derpy. My bad. We're not going to be one-tapping at any point. What can I buy with 2.1 billion coins? Quite a lot. You can buy talismans. You could buy armor upgrades. You could buy weapon. If you don't, or at least if you need a better weapon, that is. Quite a few things. English is your second language. I did not say English is my second language. English is very much my first language. I'm just really bad at speaking it. Nothing in this economy? Can you please warp if I ask? Yeah, no worries. Absolutely. Do you have a second language? Not really, no. You only know English. Yes. You see, when you're born in England, you're not really pushed. You don't really need to learn any other languages. Like, I'm born speaking the world's most common language. So we don't really get that push to learn another language, like you would in other countries. I mean, you can if you want to. How you know only one language? Because I've never really needed to learn another one. There's a couple of other languages that I'll probably, I will probably, or there's at least a few that I do want to learn. Got a lock in on these runs? Alrighty, good master. Well, good luck, good luck. Hopefully you get another handle. But, like, you know, we're just not pushed to learn other languages. And the main reason that we're not pushed to learn other languages is, well, everyone else is pushed to learn English. Said trying to third person. You should start learning Turkish. I am good. Get Kaim 5 Rag or Dayblade. I mean, Rag is definitely the better one to get out of the two. Turkish is very poetic. Yeah, but it's just not a language that I would care to learn, though. If anything, I would learn slightly more useful languages, for example, Spanish. Would probably be, realistically, the best choice. Personally, go for French. Yeah, French isn't a bad one either. Where's that place? This is the Sven Cave in the on the Acacia Island. Please do not help. I know Spanish. Nice. But yeah, like, realistically, the best choices for languages to learn, if I was going to learn 3, would probably be Spanish and probably Mandarin, or probably one of the Chinese languages, I would think. Would probably be one of the better ones to do. Or some of the better ones. Hardest language is Latin. Latin is a hard language. Downside is Latin's kind of, there's no real good reason to learn it. Not playing since Feb, and there's way too many new updates. On guard. Bro, HYPIXEL's been cooking recently. Spanish phonetic is easy, so easy language. Yes, yes. But yeah, he's like, you know, for the time being, I don't really feel a massive need to learn a new language. For right now. But now I know Arabic and English. Still not perfect in Arabic, but I can talk normally. Actually, that's a good language. Arabic's a very good language, actually. That's a very good second language to have. First, or save for burning crimson. Crimson. My faves are Turkish and Russian. That's fair enough. See, the main reasons I wouldn't learn either of those two is because they're not particularly commonly spoken languages. You wanna go to Dubai or, yeah? I assume that's USA. You can milk Arabs when you learn... I don't want to milk an Arab, thanks. I don't want to do that, thank you. I know Arabian and finish the Quran. Damn! Bro, you said you know 3 languages. This is way more than 3. How many are we up to? 5? That's way more than 3. Yo, Odax, how you doing? What's good, what's good, what's good? So travel to Dubai. I personally will pass. How's it going though? Also, how are my wheels doing? They better be selling well. Worse than I could have imagined. That is unfortunate. What's your liquid net worth right now? I can liquidate into about 850 to 900 mil, I believe. So in other words, we have passed base Hyperion, and now just working on getting scroll money. Do you know when the next video might come out? Probably in the next couple days. I don't really have much of any footage for the next video, to be honest with you. Mostly because there's not really anything has happened since Revs ended. Made little bits of progress here and there, but not a ton's really happened. Again, it was Derp. He had great fun fighting with his 420 mil HP. Fast kill time. That's crazy progress, though. I really like the series. Well, thank you very much. Much appreciated. This is heavily RNG reliant. That's kind of why I've focused more on the progress side of it than the actual RNG side of it. I've only had 2 videos showcasing RNG. Other than that, all the other videos have been progression based. Which makes it a lot easier to actually keep posting regularly. Hunting carried hard, honestly. I mean, revs aren't quite as good as they were, or they used to be, which, as I said in the video, I don't want to say that that's my fault. Because that seems like I have a huge ego. That being said, the timing is just too close. Any tips for Rev Slayer? I die so easy without Necron. Heal. With Necron, literally just heal with the Wand of Atonement. And you'll be fine. I was fine with strong dragon armor. So you should definitely be fine. Just, you know, keep popping heals. And let's obviously keep walking backwards. Other than that, Tier 5 Rev is a fairly easy boss. Not really much to it. Getting Kraken attribute shards are very, very good because that'll up your vitality. When you die, out heal the damage. That's kind of because how it is, though. I'm starting to think Yadi has something to do with the rift creation because the glaze won't stop in his videos. I mean, okay, the guy just likes the rift. I don't believe he had anything to do with it, but he just likes the rift. And this is mostly because the rift is incredibly good for early game progression. But yeah, Kraken attribute shards will help you survive a lot. Just give you a bunch of free healing. And also, have you got the zombie attribute shards? The ones that increase damage and... yeah, the ones that deal more damage to the undead. Yes, okay, good. Then it's just the vitality shards if you don't already have those. And, yeah, just literally just keep healing. I have a lot of the shards maxed out. Oh, you're good then. Yeah, just Wand of Atonement, heal every once in a while. You'll be fine. One, two, tier 5 revs, but Derpy makes my boss time like 90 seconds. Yeah, honestly, there's not many bosses that are actually worth doing during Derpy. To be completely honest. Tarantula's worth doing if you're a kind of an late game player. Tarantula's very worth doing. Because the final phase is still only 20 mil. I should even get Reaper Armor. Seeking after Rev Slayer, I just enjoy it. I mean, yeah, Reaper Armor is better than Necron for Revs. And you will... I mean, getting Reaper Armor is good because you'll use it throughout your entire profile. Reaper is the single... it's short, but it's one of the best damage buffs in the game. In fact, actually, Reaper might be the best damage buff in the game. So having access to it is definitely not a bad thing. How do you react if I drop an overflux in your lobby before you? I mean, I wouldn't really care too much. I've dropped 2 of them. Even if I hadn't, that would be pretty freaking cool. See, I don't really get annoyed when people drop RNGs. By existing, he brought his friends so he can kill all wolves before I get to them. Not sure what their final goal is, but it's entertaining me. I mean, their final goal will just be to annoy you. Or just to be a nuisance. Try and make sure that you can't really do much. Did you already craft the orb as a buff item? Nope. So far haven't needed a overflux. Until maybe after Tarantula, if I end up doing revs. No, if I end up doing E-Man. But with that being said, like, it doesn't really matter. I just don't need it. Making his friend also spawn the boss slower in Wait. Wait, they might be a genius. Hold up. That might be a giga brain moment. Yo, it was good, Boomy. How are you? I'm doing pretty damn good. How are you doing? Give me your address. I will send 3 pizzas to your house. I'm not giving you my address. That is a horrendous idea in my for me. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Hey, glad to hear it. Chad, I regret staying up till 3 AM playing Apex with Cyclone. Because now, I am tired. It's frankly a terrible idea. Maxed out gear with a hype, trying to annoy him. Standing here just giggling like crazy, bro. That's actually, unfortunately, you're missing out on Invisibug grinding. How the hell does Invisibug grinding work? There's 19 mil without Hunter Fortune. Damn, that's pretty good. But yeah, not something I can do on this profile anyway. And not something that I would really care to do. If I needed money, I'd just go and do Blaze. Or if I really needed money on my main, I would just go and grind Blaze for a bit. But to be honest, at this point, I'm not really desperate for money anymore. I'm entering Gartea and right-click on boat articles. Ah. Interesting. I can't remember where... There's mods as well that just, that show the hitbox of them. Don't know which ones they are, though. Creator... Yeah, that one. That's the one. Spawn the boss and they're both standing in front of me to sabotage me. That's honestly kind of cooked. Right, imagine caring that much about a block game. Should I attempt tier 5 rev? Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. Just, you know, make sure to keep on healing up. Should I go for 1 billion endstone? That is a terrible idea. Yes. Absolutely. Oh! That's why you're dying. You have 1 for all on a Felth sword. You have no incoming healing. That's why you're cooked. Oh, that adds up. That makes a lot of sense. You do not have the damage to out heal or to you can't out DPS the health with that. That makes a lot of sense suddenly. Just use a yeah. I also got the Reap Falchion. Is that also 1 for all? Yes, okay, so you could probably get away with one for all with Reaper armor. Or with a Reaper mask, but you wouldn't be able to get away with it without. Because obviously it has absolutely zero heal. It gives 0 incoming healing. Yo, only another 14 bosses until Sven 8. That'll be my second Slayer at level 8. Because at this point, I'm practically trolling people by not getting Tarantula 8. Which, in my defense, is kind of funny. Thing is that without Derpy, I can easily kill it with 270k damage and no damage pet at the moment. Okay, I mean, yeah, if during Derpy, if out of Derpy you're fine. Just in Derpy, just use Reaper Mask, I guess. If you can kill it with the Reaper Mask in Derpy, just use what you need to make it work in Derpy. There's not really much of a point in rebuilding your setup around a temporary mayor. It's a bit of a waste of time, in my opinion. Well, waste of money more than anything. Can you please take more damage? Thank you. Still haven't banned me? Well, I mean, you haven't done anything to get banned this time. Oh, that's no good. Ah, there goes internet again. Oh dear. Oh, hey, it died. Nice. This is something. Oh dear. It'll fix itself in a minute. There it goes. Well, kind of. Probably because I haven't restarted my router in about 6 years. Wow, okay. This lobby might be a little cooked, actually. No, it is definitely on my internet side. And I don't think Steam should be updating anything right now. Yeah, we lagging. We lagging bad. We lagging really bad. Oh my god, why are you updating? Fuck off! Why, bro? Steam just decided to start an update in the background and absolutely kill my internet. Clearly not just Steam, though. No, that's just a bad server. Never mind. Average Steam moment. What the fuck? Okay, so it's clearly not just Steam. Apparently I'm just struggling in the park in general. What the fuck? What is this? What's going on? What is happening to my internet, man? What's going on? I'm eating your router. Could you spit it out, please? I kind of need it. Okay, so download is fine. I guess upload's kind of the more important one here. How's the upload? Oh my god, my upload is dog shit. Why is my upload so tragic? It's not terrible. It's not too bad, actually. Well, I guess we run it. I'm averaging 300 ping on HYPIXEL. That's not fun. But like I was just over 1,000 a second ago. Which is definitely not fun. Well, if it's going to be a dick to me when I'm in the park, I guess I'm in the hub. No. It'll work. Yeah, it's back, see? We back now. I definitely need to restart my router, though. My average is 150. I think I average between, like, 100 to 170-ish. Honestly, I'll probably end. I've got to get ready to go out in a bit, so I'll probably end after I get spent 8. Which is just a couple more bosses now. I think. Honestly, didn't really look at it. How many, yeah, like, 5 more. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. One says players that have an outside life. I mean, yeah, I'm also a student, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Oh, finally, somebody bought the blade. I have money again. Although, I guess that being said, I had money before. What? What did I just open? Sure, I guess. Microsoft OneDrive just got opened. Where did this vent tracker go? What happened? It was in the top of the screen a second. What happened to it? Where did it go? Give it back. I liked that. Hey. Yo, Sanctified. What's good, what's good, what's good? How's it going? So 1.5 about. Congrats. Yeah, that, no, that's the right profile. That is 1.5 bill is the correct profile. That is just my cosmetic net worth. My actual net worth is like 900 and something mil on this profile. 1.5 bill is the cosmetic net worth. My mains net worth, when I actually have all my items on it, is around 90 something billion, I believe. How are you today? I'm doing great. How are you doing, Ice Purple? What's good, what's good? Mine is 100. How? No, you have more than 100. No, there's no way you got. No. There's no. You had no. You have more than 100 mil net worth, surely. Yeah, you've got more than you got plenty more than 100 mil. 300 mil. Yeah, that sounds about right. How many more kills? I think it's like 3, I want to say. Or maybe it's 2 after this. Not sure. It's either 2 or 3. I was wrong. Well, Sven, level 8. Very nice. Higher net worth than me on a... with no more than 2 months. I am 26 days into this profile. That is kind of nice. I was here. No. The I was here is Sven 9. That's the I was here moment. Really rubbing salt into the wound. I'm sorry, man. Okay. What's your playtime though? Also, the entire point of this profile is to make money. Nice. So it would kind of make sense that I have a decent amount. I have a reasonable net worth quite quickly. Sub run out. I have ads again. Eee, that's rough. 434 hours. Okay, never mind. Shouldn't have asked. I'm sorry. Where's the YouTube guy when you need him? On guard. With that being said, you won't have to deal with any more ads this stream. Because, well, I got Sven 8. And that means I've got to go and run away. Run away from my problems. Is Tux awake? If she is, she's not there. Hello. Let me type in a chat. I don't think she's there. Aww, that's a shame.
Trees are still up in the sky, chat.
Oh, this guy's here. So my net worth not great. And I get my stuff lowballed way too often. Also, yeah. However, once again, keep in mind, the entire point of this profile was to make money. So I have been doing everything in the pursuit of making money. And nothing else. Anyway, chat, it has been a pleasure. it has been a very fun stream. Rev 8. Not Rev 8. Sven 8. Oh, that was a good stretch. Damn. Yeah, anyway, we got Sven 8. The Tux doesn't seem to be raidable because I don't think she's there right now. I would, if she was there, I probably would have raided her. Anyway, have a lovely time. Enjoy your evening. I will. Thank you very much. I'm going to go and watch a movie with my family. But I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
It's expensive or? Yo, oh my god, fire with that raid with a 31 gazillion viewers, chat. Wait, let me lock in. I appreciate the raid. What do I say here, chat? Subscribe and follow Fear. Yeah, I'm kinda cooked. I haven't got a raid in like so long. I appreciate the raid though, fire. Thank you, brother. W mans. I haven't gotten a raid in like a week. W mans. Thank you, brother. Hope you had a good stream, man. You're actually like doing the most entertaining content in the history of SkyBlock. Foraging, chat. What do you guys think is more boring, chat? Farming, foraging, or fishing? Let's vote for that. What's like the most boring shit? I swear to God, farming might be the worst skill in that, huh? Anybody agree on that? Foraging 1000%, 10,000%. I'll share this time. Let's go, brother. Let's go. Fishing, I got you. Is that like, do you have a hype or no? On God, I'll take my shirt off now. You got scanned, buddy. I'll go shirtless, I'll go butt naked, and you got scanned. On God. I'm trolling. I don't know why I'm all shirtless, bro. Unprofessional for me, child. My bad. Call it. We're almost 450, chat. No way. We're gaming level 220 and fishing 19. Yeah, that's why it's boring, bro. I said fell. I don't know what the fuck you said. I'm not